What's up, collective? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into another reading. There's new readings on the channel. Thank you for clicking on the video today. Thank you for your likes, reviews. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel for free. Thank you for your Cash App donations. I'll make love to you in reverse, okay? Somebody is strong. They don't want to make love to someone. This could be significant. This is a general reading, collective. Please only take what resonates and what's confirmation for you. If something is offensive, it might not be your message. You could disregard it. If this reading is not about you, it could be about someone from your past, present, or future. All right, let's get into this. Let's see what's happening in the collective energy. Buy me a car. Buy me a car. Bad breath in reverse. Protection in reverse. Can't get it up. Excuse me, one moment, please. All right, just have to clear the energy. Somebody can get something up, okay? We can get something up here, whatever that means to you. Excuse me, somebody wants someone to buy them a car or needs a car. Somebody is gay, bi, and married. You're just not doing it for me sexually in reverse. Somebody is not using protection, maybe in bed. This is possible. Somebody with bad breath could be in reverse, or their intentions are bad, or they don't have bad breath. Somebody could be talking about someone. Somebody could be gay, bi, and married. And something is good sexually. This could be significant. Somebody wants to get it up for a car, buy them a car. Something is happening. An angel in disguise here. My goodness, what the oh my gosh. Okay, my apologies for that. I don't know what is going on. Somebody's attacking the chakras, being a turd, spying and listening to people's conversations, the spirits. That's all that's going on here. Somebody wants someone to get it up so they can have a baby now. Okay, this angel in disguise here does not have protection, and they want a baby. Basically, that's what I see here. They want a car, a baby. Somebody's gay, bi, and married. This could be significant. A con artist is in the building. Gold teeth in reverse. Gold teeth in reverse. A firefighter or a fire sign could be significant. Let's do lunch and sex in reverse. Somebody does not want to do lunch and sex with someone who just wants a baby. Have my baby now. Somebody does not want to do that. They do not want to do that. All right. Can we talk more? You drink too much. Okay, so somebody has a problem here, and somebody just wants to talk more about something. Africa could be significant. Your damn feet stink. Or so somebody doesn't have bad breath, but maybe they smell. This could be significant. They don't have matching tattoos. Somebody here. They don't have fetishes. Something is happening at a hotel. Somebody wants to talk more, but someone just wants a baby in a car. So we could see what's happening here. Someone is a control freak. I look forward to growing together in reverse. Somebody does not want to grow with this person. They have a motive. They want to take from somebody here. They're in their bag in reverse. He's a dog in reverse. Somebody's not a dog. Somebody's good. Okay, but somebody's using them here. Just want some kind of gold digger energy. They're in their bag in reverse. Somebody's not getting money. Your friend came on to me. So something is going on with a woman maybe moving around a men's circle. How could you? Okay, 40-something in reverse. All right, something is going on here. Something is going on. Let's see. Let's get a positive card today. Collective energy. I am financially abundant. Money flows to me with ease. Okay, wonderful. The number 5 could be significant. Taurus could be significant. It doesn't have to be. I'm financially abundant. Money flows to me with ease. In the name of Jesus, it does. Yes, it does. Let's get into this reading. Nice way to start off the reading. So something is going on with money. Okay. Somebody could be deciding what to do with their money, Scorpio. Somebody could be wondering where their money is. Somebody could be expecting money and trying to decide what to do about something financial. They have choices, but they seem confused. With the 7 of Cups, somebody could be having lost. Money is water, okay? So I see money coming out of somewhere, and this person doesn't know how it came out. They don't know how they lost this money, somebody, okay? How did this person lose their money? There's a snake here, okay? There's a bat here. Somebody could have taken someone's money here. Money flows like water. Yes, that's what money is. And there's a water bank here, and money is flowing out of this water bank. Who did this to the collective? What is happening? You could be a Taurus or a Scorpio. You don't have to be. All signs are going to come out. You can just resonate with this. You could have placements you don't know about as well. This reading is not about you. It's about somebody from your past, present, or future. Something is going on with Capricorn. They're getting, they're accessing somebody's money. Capricorn, or they're doing it quickly too. Something is happening fast with the 8 of Wands. They're doing something fast here. The devil is involved. Somebody got tempted here to do something to someone's money. And they did it fast. Somebody made a quick decision to do this. Maybe 8 people gathered together to do this to someone. They keep returning to do something. Aquarius, 6 of Swords and 2 of Wands. Aries is also participating. Aries, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius could be involved in taking somebody's money, or you could be these signs. And another sign here is doing this to you. They're using witchcraft to do this. They're using witchcraft to take somebody's money here. That's interesting. They're doing something, 3 of Wands in reverse. This person isn't progressing, so they're trying to sacrifice someone who is progressing. This is what they do. They steal with witchcraft, okay? They could be astral projecting out of their body and doing something with somebody's money in their accounts or their bank. Pisces, Aries is responsible for leading this garbage. A Gemini could be as well. Somebody is fascinated with people's hands and feet. They keep doing witchcraft on the hands and feet as well. Somebody is obsessed with somebody's voice. They keep doing witchcraft on the voice, the hands, the feet, the money. This group is finished, basically, with the devil card here. They're going down. They're being arrested in the name of Jesus. 3 of Swords in reverse here. Somebody is trying to heal. Libra could be significant. Somebody's trying to heal and move on. This group could be dragging them in here. This Virgo Libra could be trying to sacrifice another Libra. And they want their money. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Libra, air, fire. Anybody could be these signs. There's some kind of protection here. Excuse me. There's some kind of protection here when it comes to somebody's money, but what I see in this image is that somebody's face was turned. They didn't see something. They're looking away, or they're not looking at something. Somebody could not be looking at their money, and this could be because somebody is spying on them. Yes. Yes. Somebody is astral projecting to someone's energy or using spirits to watch somebody. And maybe that's why somebody is not checking their accounts, or they're not looking at their accounts because they're nervous about opening their phone and being spied on spiritually, or using some kind of hacking device. And Maybe that's why somebody isn't checking something and not seeing something, but they still have protection here. Somebody did tap into somebody's account here for a Virgo, Libra, or a Pisces, Aries, or by the instruction of this group. All right, we have Death in reverse. We have Scorpio as well involved, and we have Robatas with the Page of Wands that are very happy to be participating in this garbage. And again, excuse me, we have Scorpio avoiding an ending here that needs to happen. This ending needs to happen. This ending needs to happen. It is happening. Because something's got to be over. They're guilty with the justice in reverse. They need to be punished for what they're doing to families, people's money, people's children, people's parents, and so forth. This King of Pentacles in reverse. We have Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. Could also be participating in having loss for what they're doing. Something is over. Somebody is not showing their face. They're ashamed. There's two people here with their face not showing. Water Taurus could be significant. Water fire could be significant. Water Libra could be significant. Somebody's face is not showing. Maybe Aquarius as well. Okay, they don't want anybody to see what they're doing. They're ashamed. And they're having loss even though they stole from people. They're losing their friends with the Three of Cups in reverse, and ancestors are exposing them to their friends. Okay? Ancestors are exposing them to their friends and saying, this is what your friends are doing to you and to other people. Chariot in reverse. Ancestors are saying, your friends are causing these accidents for you. Your friends are causing you to lose control of your friends. Okay, somebody's exposed, and now with the Three of Cups in reverse, your friends are not there anymore. Somebody said, I gotta go. Because I'm getting some kind of hint that you're trying to put me in poverty. And now they're in poverty because they cannot sacrifice their friends anymore. Okay, we have a Queen of Cups in reverse and a Queen of Pentacles in reverse doing this. We have Fire, Earth, and we have Cancer, Gemini in reverse doing this. And we have a young Earth sign also participating. This could be your child. Ancestors are also telling you about more ancestor cards, telling you about how something is out of control. Okay, you could be getting nudges from your ancestor about something being out of control. You could be getting understanding and clarity why something is a pain in the ass and why somebody won't stop bothering you, and why a child could be acting lazy, tired, discouraged, and won't learn from their lessons because of this group in the background is causing someone to act reckless and interfering with somebody's mental clarity. While doing so, we have Aquarius strong in reverse here, participating. Okay, Pisces, Aquarius could be significant. Leo, Aquarius, Leo, Cancer, Leo, Pisces. Okay, and they're having loss. They're doing something corrupt. Now we do have King of Swords. We have Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, Air, Virgo, Scorpio, Libra. That is trying to get something settled here. They're trying to stand up for what they believe in. You may have to defend yourself. This person has a knife in their hand. There's somebody that's trying to protect themselves because they have ancestral protection. They can carry a weapon. Somebody, an owl could be significant. This could be an ancestor as well. And then we have someone here with Cancer placements who's completely unaware and unconscious and refusing to choose what really makes them happy. They're allowing a group to use them. They're allowing this group to tap into their subconscious mind and keep them unconscious and having loss. Three of Pentacles. This person is fantasizing about working with someone, a Capricorn or a water sign or a Taurus, Gemini. They're fantasizing and they're stuck on that. But with the Sun card behind them, it looks like they're doing something to children that might be the reason why someone is not working with them. What are they doing here with the Sun card in reverse? This person is very arrogant. Okay, they're doing something to children. They're watching them with the Page of Swords. They're finding new ways to communicate with them. They could be taking their ability to read some of these people with witchcraft. And what I see is Eight of Pentacles. There's a Virgo here that they're seeking. It could be close by to them. They want to do something. They want to be on this Virgo's altar. There's some kind of altar that they want to do, that they want to use. They want to eat with them. This is all demonic spiritual contact to get you to lose your inheritance, be sacrificed. You do not eat with spirits. You do not eat with demons. You do not do things like this. This is involving you in witchcraft and demonic occult practices that are not good. Five of Wands. This is causing conflict for somebody. Two of Wands. Somebody wants to leave home. They want to plan something. It looks like they're inside and they're looking, when is a good time for me to leave? When is a good time for me to go outside? Because somebody outside is bothering them when they go out there. Maybe a Gemini placement in reverse or a fire sign. Somebody could be a Virgo or air sign in the upright. A Cancer could be bothering them, an earth sign, an air sign. Okay, we have Emperor in reverse. Somebody very angry. They're not calm about something. They're not a leader. They're not doing their job. They're not a divine masculine. Maybe they're not a father either. This Aries in reverse is stalking someone when they leave their house. Okay, Nine of Wands in reverse, they're paranoid. So they're stalking someone and trying to project this paranoia onto someone else. And it's not working because somebody still wants to create memories. They still want to have success with the Eight of Pentacles. They still want to go to school. They still want to learn. They're still curious in good ways. And they want to meet up with someone as well. And somebody is going towards somebody. Now, they could want this person to go away from you, but they're not. It could just be what somebody wants. If somebody is going towards a collective, you have Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Virgo, air in the upright, Aries in the upright as well. Someone is going to jail. This fire sign, fire, air, Cancer, Leo, air, is going to prison. Eight of Wands. Excuse me, Eight of Swords. Somebody is arrested here or put to rest or both. Either way, something is ending. Someone is committing crime in these mirrors, in the spiritual realm. Okay, they're bothering people who could avoid painful endings and that are telling the truth about what's happening to them. They are doing something to this group of people that is not nice. They have new creation, they have new ideas, they have passion, they could be having children. Okay, again, confirmation with the Empress. Somebody wants to have a child or is, and they're attacking people for that. They want to, somebody really feels like, somebody really low vibrational over here feels like your child is mine. Your child is mine. I'm going to offer up this child. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to take ownership over something in your life. That's what these psychopaths are saying here. Okay, Two of Swords in reverse. This person has lost their mind. Okay, ancestors are tormenting them. They're being tormented and punished for what they're doing. And they're making very evil decisions, says this card. Evil. No right decision. Two of Swords in reverse. To a Cancer, to a Taurus, to a fire sign, a Pisces, a Gemini, Aries. They're doing that here. And they're losing control with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They're weak now. This Leo fire sign is weak. This air fire sign is weak. Okay, they don't have courage to do something because they have done so much harm that they're spiraling out of control now. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords in reverse. Confirmation. They're spiraling out of control. They're hooking up with this Capricorn Aquarius, which is trying to, this person here, this Capricorn Aquarius likes to cause car accidents and motorcycle accidents on the road. And they've hooked up with this energy. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. This is the spirit that they've invoked, that somebody is not communicating with. And the Scorpio Sag still cannot sacrifice somebody with this spirit that likes to cause problems on the road for people. Again, Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio, Sag in reverse, losing their home and their community, or have lost it already. And they're restless. They could have lost their life, some of these people, and they're in the spirit still causing issues in this realm. Because somebody keeps invoking them to harm the collective. That's why they're imprisoned. This group in reverse here, Ten of Wands, somebody needs to leave. Somebody has to leave an area. They have to go because they're in this group here. 8 of Cups, they need to go away. They're disappointed though. 7 of Swords, because they keep doing the wrong thing here. Somebody could be using a weapon. An ancestor is letting somebody know someone has a weapon here. This is possible. They're holding up towers here, but no more. No more. This is not going to work. 9 of Swords in reverse. They're crying out for help, and they're having loss, grief, and regret with the 5 of Cups. They're having loss financially, and someone is balanced. Temperance in the upright. We have Sag, Taurus, Cancer, Fire, Pisces, Aries, Capricorn. Someone is saving their money, or they need their money back. Something is going on with somebody's money. Because this group had lost, somebody took from a Capricorn, a Sag, a Cancer, a Taurus, a fire sign, a Scorpio. They took from this energy because they're having loss, because their leaders are not paying them. Their cult leaders are not paying them anything. They're saying, go take. You want to get paid, go take it. You worship the devil. You know what you got to do. Go and take it. So that's what somebody did. And they're paying for it now. They're paying for it now, collectively. They learned they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't steal. Stealing is terrible. And there's a consequence for that. And they're still stalking and spying. This Cancer Leo in reverse that is still spiritually spying, still trying to bind to people, still using people around you to try to cause harm spiritually. And that's why they're going to have a very long sentence. Somebody's going to have a very long sentence. They have to learn that they cannot control people. They cannot harass people and keep them quiet. It doesn't work with everybody. And this person has ran into their last accomplice. They have ran into the last one. They're learning their lesson now, but they're still ignorant. Somebody is still ignorant, and they're being exposed every time you do it. In the name of Jesus. Again, Leo is significant. Fire is significant. Somebody is watching this person. And even though somebody is watching this group, they're still committing crimes. The Lion presages a sudden shock from bad news here. Somebody's experiencing that. Gemini could be significant. Aries, Cancer could be significant. Scorpio, Aquarius could be significant as well. Any of these signs could be experiencing some kind of sudden shock from bad news here. The eye denotes great interest taken by friends. Okay, somebody is suspicious of this group, like I said, and they're still committing crime, burning up things here. Flames indicate good fortune and neutralizes the evil of near lying, unlucky cards. It increases the value of lucky ones. So this is good energy. This is a good fire. You could be a fire sign in the upright or have good fire placement, and you could be dealing with this lower fire energy. With the eye here, this is also air energy, fire, air that is doing this. Okay, somebody who's getting mental clarity about what this maybe Leo or fire sign is doing, or air sign in reverse. The ship in reverse. Something could have happened to a ship. Virgo could be significant. Cancer could be significant. The ship is the symbol of riches, indicates wealth by inheritance or trade. It also foretells a voyage, but it's in reverse because it's not happening for them, because they're stealing from people. It is ended. Whatever this is over. Thank God. Praise the Lord. The key in reverse. We have Aries. The key is, let me read this in the upright. The key is certain success, okay? But if surrounded by unlucky cards, it promotes illness. It indicates some sort of illness. Okay, so somebody is not, it was in reverse. Somebody is not ill, okay? And this could be another reason why somebody is targeting the collective, because they're not sick. Okay, we have the broken glass, foretells ill luck for long years, okay, or death of a friend. Somebody's losing their friends, or they're offering up their friends. We have Leo heavy here, and Aries. Again, this fire energy in the upright or the reverse. is going through this, maybe. We have more Leo and Taurus energy. The mountains nearby indicate the presence of a mighty enemy. There's an enemy near mountains. There's an enemy near the mountains. The mouse. Somebody in the mountains, whatever this means, stole from someone. Loss and theft. The mouse represents loss and theft. And they're trying to attack my ribs. Who is doing this? Who is doing this in the collective energy? Who is doing this in the collective energy? Let's see. Taurus, Leo, Gemini, Scorpio, Aquarius. Anybody could be doing this or going through this in those signs. There's spying. Sag in reverse. Leo. Cancer, Leo in reverse. Gemini. Doing this to Earth placements. Scorpio placements. These robatas are in reverse. Scorpio, Libra in reverse. Doing something with a very old spirit here. That's an Earth sign. To people who are recovering from loss that they caused. You have Emperor in the upright. Taurus in reverse, trying to pimp and steal and dominate from a group here that is doing the right thing, that is having opportunities and ideas. A very loyal group of people that are having victory against this group, and they're stealing from them. They're trying to break people down in any way that they can. They're doing this to families. They're doing this to new friendships, new love that you have for yourself. They're trying to take that. Every time you begin to love yourself and become confident, they want to stalk you spiritually and do something to take that. They're takers, they're stealers, they're thieves. They want to take somebody's happiness as well. They just want everything, they're greedy. Okay, they want people's skills, they're seeking skills. This Aries in reverse doesn't have skills to get their own skills. They don't have what it takes to get their own skills. They're having delays because somebody is sacrificing them. So what they do is turn around and sacrifice somebody else. Instead of standing up to this group and saying no, they just keep doing the same thing as someone else. And that's why they're in a Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, they're doing something with sex here. Some kind of sex is going on and it's not right. It ain't good. Whatever it is, it could be for pay. Okay, something like that could be going on, and somebody is talking about it. Somebody could be talking about it. They could be eager about something because they won't leave them alone, but they're very strong and they have a lot of courage, and it's making this group paranoid because they're trying to reverse something they did to somebody's car with the spell work here. They're trying to reverse something they did with the spell work to somebody's car. They're trying to take someone's inheritance. They want somebody's satisfaction. And for some people, they have taken money from you, but I believe the collective is getting it back. That's it. We just have to get aligned with that. Somebody's moving forward here with the Six of Swords, and someone doesn't know what to do. They're losing consciousness because of that. This Cancer here and this Earth sign in reverse. We have spiritual war energy, the World card in reverse. Somebody cannot travel. They don't want something to end, but this is over. This is over. This says the collective has forgiven, accepted this, and moved on with the Five of Cups. We don't have time to keep going back and forth, and they're suffering. They're suffering. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Again, somebody will not learn. Somebody will not learn from their mistakes that they're doing with this Taurus energy. They're doing something with maybe a mother or a female. They're doing something with this Taurus energy in reverse that's not good. Okay, and we are avoiding painful endings and enjoying. We're going to enjoy our fruits of labor. We're going to enjoy what ancestors have for us. Confirmation, ancestors coming out saying yes. Saying yes. This Elder of Wands, King or Queen of Wands in reverse, will not do this. They will not be able to steal from us anymore. It's not happening. Six of Pentacles, we are getting justice. Maybe a new job. Okay, something good is happening. Some kind of paperwork is coming in, and they're trying to stop that. Okay, Queen of Swords, okay, is making evil decisions here. This Virgo Libra is making evil decisions. They're lying about something. They're saying that they're graceful, that they have their own intelligence, But this says that they're lying and they're making very evil decisions, and they're doing it a lot. They're making a lot of bad choices. This card is about no right choice. Every decision they make is they're plotting and doing something bad here. 3 of Wands in reverse. They're not progressing. They're having a tower, and they want to reconcile here with someone, but this couple is in reverse. They're not good here. They're not doing good things with their swords. They're cutting people down. They're stealing. They're lying. And they're using their sword to harm. They're using their tongue to harm. So, okay, they want to do something here sexual. Okay, they want to, again, 2 cards about nudity. This air sign. They're using this energy, maybe an Aquarius or an air sign, to put people to rest. 4 swords. They're doing something in the nude, in the bed, and the person is scared. 4 swords, that they can't get up, or they're getting arrested afterwards. Some kind of energy is being put on them, some kind of spirit is being put on them when this person is getting under arrest or put to rest. Something is happening to them after they engage with this energy. Some kind of sudden power is happening to this person, okay? Because they want to work together. They want to work together and do this to people. 7 of Swords in reverse. They need to tell the truth about what's going on with this heavy partying, indulging, excessive pleasure, betrayal, okay? In this group, it needs to be burnt down. Somebody's destiny is intact. You have the World card in the upright and this Empress in reverse that is seeking this positive earth energy. This could be a passed on mother that is still coming back in the spirit and being used by this cult to take from the collective. Ace of Wands, because we have something wonderful from God, something we're passionate about, and something that we feel blessed. Whatever this is in our life, we feel blessed to have it and to know it, and we want to do good with it. And ancestors are getting in reverse of this group because they want to keep interfering with our goals. They want to keep interfering with our achievements, and they have to stop. They're stopped. Knight of Swords in reverse. Again, I don't know why this Capricorn Aquarius keeps coming back in the energy. They're just useless. Right, they're paranoid and scared because something is coming out about them. They're not using anything good here. They're guilty. Every time they come back in the collective's energy, they're attracting the authorities to exactly what they did because somebody can't stop. Some of these people have gotten away with a lot, and they refuse to stay away. They keep getting tempted. They keep biting the apple and saying, oh, okay, I can get the collective this time. I didn't get them last time. Court. Now you're going to court because the devil said you got to go to court. You're tempted. The devil will turn their own minions in. Yes, they will. Because God is the ruler of all this energy. And God is saying, touch not my anointed. And the devil says the same thing. The devil says, why are you doing that? You know that you're not supposed to do that. But what happens is these groups say, I don't care about what you're saying. I don't care. I want to do it. Satan says, go ahead at your own risk. Go ahead at your own risk. But you already know you touch not God's anointed. And they go ahead and they touch. And they have lost. Our wish fulfillment is still intact. Even though they want to keep touching. Okay, this Pisces Aries keeps touching. This Pisces Aries and this Capricorn and this Libra keep coming back to touch God's anointed. And there you go. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, having lost. And 3 of Pentacles in reverse, nobody's working with them. Okay, because of what they're doing under the moonlight here. Again, they could be doing things to marine spirits in the water, which is not good. Again, these are God's creatures that don't need to be sacrificed for anybody's financial gain. Children in reverse, why? Okay, why? Because they're being investigated. This Queen of Pentacles is being investigated because they're not telling the truth. You know, since they want to keep coming out, what do the investigators need to know about this Queen of Pentacles that won't tell the truth? What do the investigators need to know? Because they won't stop doing this. Somebody is obsessing and stalking because they're having problems in the public eye. Okay, and they're having doubts about something, but they won't get some self-control. They keep stalking the energy. What do they need to know? They want somebody to know that they're trying to... they're arguing, okay, with the 2 of Pentacles. They're arguing. They're trying to change. They want stability. And they're struggling here. They're being challenged. Okay, but 8 of Pentacles in reverse says, that they're stealing money from people. They're causing loss in order for that to happen because it's something they keep doing with a Virgo energy. So they're telling some of the truth, but not the whole truth. What is the whole truth? Because somebody keeps sacrificing people who they keep stalking. They keep stalking somebody and then they keep sacrificing them when they're not happy about something. They're being exposed and they're still attempting to sacrifice and steal, which is why they're in the position they're in. They won't leave somebody alone. They want somebody's money or they've taken somebody's money. Page of Swords. They're bothering someone who is curious, maybe somebody who speaks and talks publicly. They could be doing this to a series of people who are free and are self-creators who have freedom here. They're using this Cancer energy to do this for somebody's new beginnings. Yes, somebody's name could start with an S, an N, an M, an O. Okay, any of these initials could be significant. They're trying to threaten somebody with this Cancer placement that can't do a thing to anybody. Our destiny is still intact. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Too bad. That's too bad. Somebody is stuck financially because they want to keep using. There's a fire sign and an earth sign that love to keep using other people to keep attacking the collective. They cannot do anything to us. We have released the devil. They're out of control and lacking discipline. There's nothing that they can do to devil in reverse energy. Once you have decided that you are not going to be in bondage by anybody, no matter who they are or what they're doing, you are free from them. And all they're doing is digging themselves a slow grave. That's all they're doing. They cannot bully anybody who is free from bondage. We are not in bondage of anyone. So they're wasting their time. In the name of Jesus, they're wasting their time every time. They keep bullying. They keep exposing themselves. Then they keep turning around and saying they're sorry. They're liars. They're liars and they won't go away. What they're trying to do is force somebody to say that they're good because they're scared. And now they want to offer the collective up, take from the collective, and now they want the collective to turn around and say, oh, this person didn't do anything to me, because that's what they do for people who hurt them, because they're in bondage. The collective is not in bondage, and that is it. We are not in bondage, and they need to go away. Go. They're not understanding to go. Somebody is very stubborn, and God is working on that. God is working on the stubbornness. I give that stubbornness to God. I give this problem, this stubborn witchcraft to God. That's all we have to do. God is dealing with them now. The fire of God is dealing with this energy. It needs to be burnt away. Period. I refuse to be a victim of these people. And the collective is not a victim. You're not. They're finished. Somebody can't move here. They want something sweet. Sweets could be significant. Taurus could be significant. Virgo could be significant. Somebody wants something sweet here. Okay, but they can't move and they can't heal. But they want something sweet. They want something good. They want pleasure. They want to bake or something like that as well. This could be significant. Somebody could want to do this as a career, but they can't move. They can't heal. They can't move and they can't heal. This could be an air sign. Somebody with air placements is possible. Somebody is grateful. Okay, we have 555 here. Taurus could be significant. Capricorn, Libra could be significant. Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, anybody could be these signs. Somebody is grateful. That's why they have a sweet treat. And somebody can't get it. Okay, somebody is looking for fairies here. They could be looking for something that they want. And somebody's intuition is in reverse. Somebody's clearing their energy. They're on a journey. They're searching for something. They're clearing their energy. Again, we have Libra, Capricorn, Pisces. Could be significant. Somebody's nourishing their body. But there's somebody here that is concerned about music. Okay, both of these groups can make music, or somebody here makes music. And they could be, this person looks like they can't even get something sweet to eat or be grateful. So they damn sure can't make any music and they're having a problem. They could be stalking somebody. They need to take a walk. Somebody needs to go and relax and have some tea and focus on themselves here. This karmic energy is, they refuse to go within. They refuse to just reflect and say, this is something I have to take accountability for. They're not doing that. So there's consequences. The collective will clear their energy field and move on. They're struggling with making a vision board for themselves. They could be struggling with hydration. Okay, something going on with the water. They can't commit these beauty rituals. It's not happening to the collective. The collective is still beautiful. They're trying to take anything they can. Some of these groups refuse to stop stealing. What they say is this: oh, well, I can't have their food. I can't have their child. I can't have their clothes. I'm going to take their water. I'm going to take their cards. I'm going to take their plants. I want to take something out of their drawer. What's in their closet? They have to do something. They have to steal something. They refuse to stop trying to force the collective to offer to them. And this is because they're possessed by spirits who need offering. They're in lack and they're in need. So what they're doing now, this is turned into stealing, because if you don't want to offer, which is give to them, they're going to take, which is not offering. So this ends up backfiring and they lose their mind, because you're not supposed to do this. If somebody wants to offer to you, then you take it. But they do not want to seek people who want to offer to them, or they can't find it. So what they do is try to manipulate the collective to offer to them. And when it doesn't work, they lose their mind and they start stalking and just going crazy here. They don't want to spend time alone to recuperate. This is like my hermit card. Okay, they don't want to be alone to reflect and learn and say, I got to stop. They don't want to ground themselves. This is lower earth energy, lower air energy. They can't spend time with their friends and pull tarot cards on the collective and yada yada. They cannot do it. They can't be positive. They cannot say positive things. They want to go on a vacation though. Okay, they want to dance, but they can't make an altar. They can't do something at an altar that they would normally do, maybe because they're in a place where they can't do it. They're in a place where they really need to reflect and stop, but they won't. We have Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Sag, Pisces, Taurus, could be significant, Aries, Cancer. Any of these signs could be significant. Someone is just really stuck and is saying, if I just keep harassing them every day, they will do this. The answer is no. The answer is no. This is not a solution, and this person needs to get it in their head. They need to get it through their skull. Get it through their skull. It's not going to work. Their journey is, it looks like it's in reverse here, this thief. Okay, but because somebody is thinking about the collective, you're either thinking about yourself, you're thinking about someone else, or somebody else is thinking about you. Okay, and there's somebody here who's losing money. Leo could be significant. Gemini, Capricorn, Libra, or Cancer. Anybody could be these signs. But somebody is thinking about someone here, and the collective matters in this world. We're not forgotten. There are people that are doing the right thing, and justice will be served. Now, we do have these official people in reverse that are being used by these thieves to try to stop the collective from thinking about themselves or thinking about the collective. Okay, they cannot sacrifice us. Okay, they're going to jail, period. Some of them want to put us in jail for doing absolutely nothing. Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Cancer could be significant. All right, so I lost a lot of my video. My storage got full, and I didn't hear the phone, or I didn't get like a message while I was recording, and I recorded maybe for 10 minutes without it recording because the storage was full. So I looked at the phone and I realized that I need to clear some storage and then continue this reading. So I apologize. I lost some of my reading. I'm going to pull with this deck again because I stopped in the middle of this deck. So I'm going to start with this deck again. It cut off in the middle of this deck. So I'm going to pull from this deck again and try to pick up a lot of what I missed. I'm just trying to calm down because I hate when that happens. It was a very good reading and I don't know what was lost. So let's just get back into it. Somebody's in bad health. Okay. And this is a thief here. Someone is thinking about someone else. This could be the collective thinking about someone else while this thief is in bad health and their journey is cut short. We have Cancer. We have Libra, Capricorn, Aries, and Gemini. Anybody could be these signs. And going through this here, there's a mature woman that somebody could be thinking about. And there's a person, this unofficial person that could be a thief, could be having health problems, and their journey is cut short. They're not going somewhere that they wanted to go. They're false. This person here, Aries, Leo, could be significant. What do these people have to do with in regards to the collective? Let's just try it. I'm trying to get back in the same energy I was in. I was so disappointed when it happens. I'm not going to worry about it, collective. I did read a Bible verse. I don't remember if it was cut off. It could have been. I'll read it again. I'm not going to worry about it. There's some kind of message of concern going out. You know what? Somebody could be hiding. That's what was left out. Somebody could be hiding a relative that they're trying to bring back in your life. That could be trying to offer up somebody's child. That's what I think somebody wanted to I have so much storage on my phone. I don't know. Maybe whatever. But that's what was missing. And then I pulled almost a whole deck, and it wasn't recorded. So I'm just trying to remember. I know that there is a person, maybe it's somebody with Aries, that could be coming back into your life. They could be good or they could not be good. But what I was saying is that if this person is the same sign or has the same placements as you or your child, then you should be just, you should just kind of be watchful. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's something I think. Okay, here it is. So this wealthy man and this high honor person in reverse. There could be a wealthy man that's lost their wealth or their life or both, and they reverse this high honor person. This person was good. Somebody could be in the military. They don't have to be, but they are not high honor anymore, is what I'm picking up, or they're in reverse. One or the other. They could be trying to bring this person back in your life spiritually or physically. But I remember that distinctly in a reading, and I said I need to probably say that again, but I'll just see what comes out here. Something else could come out too. Because I think somebody's trying to hide this, and I'm not gonna worry about it. They can't sacrifice anyone, and that's concerning to them. So they got a message about the collective, and not, maybe somebody is saying, I don't want to do this, okay? This is my family or my friend, I don't want to do this. Somebody could be giving pushback, okay? Somebody's not in poverty or they don't want to be in poverty. Somebody could feel like if I do this will backfire on me, and it will. Somebody could be using their brain and saying, I don't want to do this. They could be, okay? Somebody has something great coming for them with the Lovers card. Something is destined to happen, maybe in a relationship, and it cannot be sacrificed. But somebody's close. Somebody is close here. We have Virgo, Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Capricorn, Aries. Somebody is not concerned or doesn't know. Somebody's either not concerned or doesn't know about something going on with this wealthy man in reverse and this high honor person in reverse. Okay, they don't know that somebody is serving the devil. Okay, bam. So that's what needed to come out. Okay, and that they could be going to jail. Somebody could be going to jail or is in jail or was in jail They don't want somebody to know this because then you might not trust them. We have 1111 here. This could be significant. Aquarius could be significant. 29, 92, 38, or 83 could be significant. Some kind of sudden wealth, because this person is getting locked up. Some kind of sudden wealth is coming for the collective. You have 11, 11, 11 could be significant, but there's no message going out. There's no message going out. Because I feel like somebody feels like, oh, well, somebody's watching this. Somebody is watching these things happen. They're watching this in your life. Somebody or a group is watching your money. They're watching, they're stalking, okay? And they could be trying to manipulate things in the background is what I see here. And they could be the reason why you're not getting a message. I'm going to read this psalm again just in case it got cut off. Psalm 93 verse 8, but you, Lord, are forever exalted. For surely your enemies, Lord, surely your enemies will perish. All evildoers will be scattered. You have exalted my horn like that of a wild ox. Fine oils have been poured on me. My eyes have seen the defeat of my adversaries. My ears have heard the rout of my wicked foes. So God is protecting us from whatever this is all the time. This is a family member. Family room in reverse. This is maybe somebody with Pisces placements or Sag in reverse placements, air fire in reverse placements or fire placements. But they cannot expect something here, some unexpected income. They should not expect unexpected income from this. There can be people in your life that are watching you, that see you, and you don't know. Okay? Virgo could be significant. There's a privileged lady here, and there's a main male in reverse. Somebody has a pathway to this unexpected income, and there's this main male in reverse that's trying to do something, but they should not expect it. A male or female should not expect to do anything to somebody's child or take their money, okay, or some sort of inheritance or property that was left to you. Again, a lot of these things are hidden from people that are not willing to sacrifice anything for it. These groups feel like the only people in your family that should get anything are people who sacrifice for us. We're going to make sure you don't get it because you're not doing that for us. And we're going to make sure your evil family gets it or your evil friends get it because they're doing that for us. That's what's happening here. That's what's happening here. This main female in reverse and this main male in reverse. See, I had to turn them around in the last one, and I'm thinking that's why my video cut off because I knew they were in reverse. I knew they were, and it's confirming for me now. Somebody is not in despair. It's almost like this group doesn't want this person, this family member that they're trying to bring back in your life or friend to know that they're bad. They don't want this person to know what they're really doing, and you could be somehow exposing them. But this person is, I'm telling you, they got to make a good decision here. They have to make a good decision because coffin is in reverse for the collective. We're not going to have endings because these people, God is not going to allow this. God is not going to allow this. Okay? There's a home that somebody is hiding from someone. They either sold it or they're not letting us get hearing of it. Something is going on. Okay? Some kind of change. Somebody wants to move as well. And they should if they want to. Somebody's trying to stop that. They're trying to make someone lose their job. They're trying to cause job loss because they're having loss. They're trying to swap. Like if the collective is getting married, they want to stop that. They're not though. They lost money. They lost money doing this. And they still keep doing it. That's why God is saying they're going to lose everything. They're going to lose their courtships, their relationships. Aries is significant. Taurus, Pisces, Leo. This community is good. We're going to be good. Again, there could be some court here involved. Divorces or just somebody pleading their case and telling their testimony to a courtroom. It could happen. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it could. But another thing that they seek is this justice. So if you're going to go to court, you should be just protecting yourself. You should be protecting yourself, because these people they do this for this very reason. They subconsciously do this for this very reason. They subconsciously or consciously cause these problems in our life so that they can say, oh, I know the collective is going to get justice, and then that's when I'm going to swoop down and use somebody in this person's life, or someone that they trust, or someone that they care about, to take it from them. And then I'm going to take it from that person. And that's why family and friends should not do this to the collective. You should not do this to your family and friends, because it has consequences, and it's showing up in their life now. Now let me get this deck out, because I didn't pull this whole deck out and it wasn't recording. So again, justice is here when I split the deck. Because the collective is good and has had discipline and self-control, God is going to reward us. God is going to reward us in the name of Jesus, and that's it. Again, Chariot coming out again, because the authorities are also involved, and the collective is showing discipline and self-control and having success. We're recovering here. Ancestors have to get in reverse. Ancestors have to get in reverse here, because we're looking into something, we're soul searching and doing something good, and there's this Pisces energy in reverse that is trying to harm the collective. Okay, they're in jail, they had a tower. This person's life is falling apart. Gemini, Scorpio, Aries, because Ancestor presence is here. The authorities are here. Good people in the authorities know what is happening. It's not possible for the authorities to not know what these groups are doing. Okay, and we're all avoiding a painful ending. Anyone who is doing good is avoiding a painful ending, and that's why they're paranoid. Because they're either going to jail or they are. Look at all these bars. That's where they're going. Little Bata. Okay, we're healed. We're having healing. We're having celebration. Okay, and they can't feel anything new. They're stuck. They're numb. They're stuck in these feelings that they have that are old. And that's why they stalk the collective, because we're changing. We're evolving. But that's because we are making the effort to do that. And we're not harming people. They're having problems with popularity. And the collective isn't. Somebody could want to harm themselves with a pew-pew. This is possible. Okay? Somebody could be going through this much guilt and this much sorrow. Because no matter how much loss they caused for us, no matter how much they did, we don't have regrets for doing the right thing. And we are healed, and we have courage. We have forgiveness. Okay? There's this one here who is looking upright but truly unconscious in their mind. Okay, this Virgo, Libra, and this Cancer, they're trying to look like they're good, but they're arrested in the name of Jesus, or put to rest, because something they're doing is very wicked. They're doing something very wicked, possibly to a Virgo, Libra, Cancer, or Scorpio, and they're stealing, they're lusting, they're confusing people about their opportunities. They're not good people. Okay. They don't have the faith, or they can't take the risk to do the right thing. It's just not in them, or their environment doesn't allow them to do this. They wanted to work together. This is not happening. Okay? Whoever works with this group is going to be ending up wherever they are, a stalker and a crazy person. So they wanted to work together to stalk you because they're weak and they're scared. That's all that was about. Not for any other reason. They were making very bad decisions with this Capricorn Aquarius towards somebody's child. And that's it. They don't have any plans. They're out of control. They're reckless. They have no regard for consequence. And they don't make good choices at all. For the Two of Swords in reverse. Every choice these persons make are bad. Okay, they're working with spirits here. They're invoking spirits. They're invoking dead. They're invoking energies that are burnt out, stressed, and left this realm in sorrow. And that's who they're invoking to try to cause havoc. That's all they have. These groups have lost their ancestors and they've lost God. They're fallen. So all they have is the dead to call on. But it's not people who are good. The truth is coming out about them. This Leo Virgo in reverse is trying to reconcile with somebody so that they can make them some kind of spiritual hoard. Okay, they need to rethink their approach here. It's not going to work. The collective is good. The collective has love, whatever they want, inheritance, whatever God has in store, whatever you align with that is good, it's happening, period. Somebody could be scared right now, confirmation. Okay, because it's something they're doing with the devil. This person needs to wake up. Somebody's got to wake up. Somebody keeps waking up and going back to sleep because the spirits keep getting a hold of them over and over again. They can't fight this inner conflict. They can't fight off these multiple demons and personalities here. They're getting pimped and used, and death is here. There's nothing else, collective. I'm sorry. I cannot put out what doesn't make sense. There's somebody out there very disappointed in this news. And I'm saying to myself, how could you be disappointed? You're not doing anything good. Somebody's trying, but they keep going back, which means you're not doing something good. You have to stay disciplined. That's why the Chariot is here. Because this is somebody that does not get tempted to do something wicked when things get hard. You actually, you endure and you persevere, and you might take a little knocking around, but you don't go back into wickedness. And that's what they keep doing. So there's a Page of Cups here that keeps coming back. They're doing something with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse while they're looking upright, but they're not. They're doing something with a Capricorn in reverse, maybe two of them, and they're plotting with a Taurus Gemini for this fake-ass King of Wands and this fake-ass Empress. Okay, they're doing spell work here, and they don't have the energy anymore. They're lying, they're deceiving, they're showing up in people's energy with good news, but it's only to destroy. That's what the devil is here to do. Kill, steal, and destroy. And that's all they're doing. Because behind the nice mask is the witchcraft and the lower energy. They're energy harvesting, and they're showing up in the energy with the mask on. And people are falling for it. They're falling for it here. They're getting backfired. Their judgment is in reverse. They're fallen angels. They're worshiping fallen angels, and they're doing crooked shit. Period. They're crooked. Nobody is communicating with this group, or they should not. They should not communicate with this group. There's some kind of fake romance that they keep trying to pass around in the energy. You will get destroyed by them if you allow it. There's this Cancer Leo that's masking up for this group here that's very frustrated and angry and confusing people. It won't stop stalking the mind and people's thoughts with spirits. They keep doing this here. They're doing this to... You could be doing this to Taurus, Gemini, Pisces, Earth, Leo, a child, Cancer, Capricorn, Scorpio. They're doing this to this group. And they're having loss. They're not gaining financially. It's not happening because they're not doing the right thing. They're stuck financially. They could be losing their community and their home, and things are out of control. This Cancer, Gemini has a lot to do with it. Okay, somebody is disappointed that the collective has their inheritance still, that they can't rob us, that this child is still manifesting and doing well in school and whatever else they want to do. They're still disappointed that we're meeting up with who we want to meet up with and creating memories with whoever we want to. We're getting justice. They're disappointed. They can't sacrifice us. They're disappointed. They're being more secretive and more harmful because of that. And it's leading to their loss. They're falling. Okay, divine masculine energy is moving forward and healing. And they're in a war. There's a spiritual battle with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And this group is losing. They're losing because we love God, and that's it. That's the number one reason why they're losing, not for any other reason. That's your reason.